the Carfulan Group Innovation Centre just outside of Derby, and we're about to take you on a whistle-stop tour.
You've got to stick around for this one. You're going to see the latest cutting-edge technology.
Now, there's quite a lot of history here, isn't there, Paul?
Well, there is. I mean, this business was founded in 1991. I mean, you look behind at the core values here.
There's a lot.
Well, there is some like you, actually. Honesty, integrity, transparency. What about professionalism?
No, none of that.
Let's go and have a look round.
Right, now this is one of two buildings, isn't it?
Correct, it is, yes.
And what a facility they have here.
The Innovation Centre. Just look at it. Now, under the Carfulan Group, there is 4 companies, and that's what we're going to be looking at and talking about today. And in fact, there's going to be loads of videos coming to the MTD CNC website, which we've shot today, which I know you've done some, and I've done some, and so has Rowan. The 4 companies, we've got OGP UK, we've got SYS Systems, we've got Zola UK, and Vici Vision UK.
And if you're acute with looking around, there's on the walls you've got precision, performance, perfected, and this kind of underpins the ethos and all of the technology that they have here as well.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at some of the, certainly with the OGP, this is like metrology technology like I've not seen before, and I learned so much. I've done podcasts today where we've been talking about how they support their customers, why they choose the technologies that they've got here, all of which really supports UK manufacturing.
We are going to take you on a tour to see all of this technology, but for me, what I learned a lot about is the 3D printing side and how they actually had the inventor of this technology 35 years ago. So if you think that was 35 years ago, where are they today with their technology? It's incredible.
It is, when we're talking multi-sensor technology, 3D printing, tool measurement, and turned part measurement as well.
Enough of you chatting away. Let's find out about some of this technology. OGP.
Okay, yeah, so OGP, you can see all the machines here. You can see the guys working here. They actually don't just supply the machines, they also supply a subcontract service where if you need parts measuring, you can bring them to the Carfulan Group or bring them to OGP and they will measure them for you. Now, of course, what normally happens then is they'll win an order from that customer because they'll see how efficient the process is, the results that they get. So it's a great way into new opportunities. But I want to show you this.
No, absolutely. This
particular machine here. Now this, without going too close to the actual component on here, because there's a lot of sensitivity with some of the parts that they have to work with here within OGP. But this is multi-sensor metrology. So here you have a laser, you have optics, and you have touch probes. So however you need to measure a part, you can do it with these machines. Yes. So basically, I mean, all parts come in all different shapes and sizes, as you know, as do people. And basically, when you look at a part, every part of that part potentially needs measuring.
Yes.
Sometimes you can't get to it with a touch probe. Sometimes you'll need a camera system. And sometimes you'll need a laser to get maybe down to the bottom of a hole. This particular solution, the Smart Scope, it does everything. Incredible. Yeah. To the level of tolerance and precision, it really is.
It's just
you might not see elsewhere.
Yes.
This is a smaller version of it. This is the Smart Scope SP. And again, you can have a stylus on here, so it can be used almost like a CMM, but you can also have the optics, so you can take photos of a part. If you're looking at measuring the Z height, for example, by using optical measurement, it will do it much faster. You don't have to worry about styluses hitting components and stuff like that. So it really is. And these are just one of a few things that OGP offer.
Okay then, and then we're going to go on to another section, which is your Vici Vision. Turn part apart.
Do you want to press the button?
Go on, press it.
You press the button.
Oh, here we go.
There is no better way of describing how a machine works than by pressing a button and watching it go. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting.
We're waiting. Might do it again.
Maybe it's me.
Let's do it.
Did you not press the button correctly?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so here you can see this. Look, if you imagine you've got shafts, turn parts like this, perfect for sliding head machinery. How do you begin to measure something like this without a machine of this nature? Now, within a matter of seconds, you can see here the optical measurement here going up and down the shaft. It's not just measuring the diameter, you can measure the lengths, you can look at the forms. You can do all of that in this technology in a very small vertical footprint. Is
the competition? I've not really seen anything like this.
I am amazed that we do not go into a lot of machine shops and see one of these sited next to a sliding head lathe.
Or a fixed head or a lathe.
How often do you see people taking parts off sliding head lathes with micrometers, verniers and all the rest of it? and it's, you know, there's a lot of work involved in that, a lot of mistakes that can be made as well, whereas
Yeah.
these don't make mistakes.
Unlike your presenting
Well,
skills.
I'm not the only one, I can tell you that.
Right, next up is a different area of the business, which is Zola. I like this, Smile, that's the name of the brand.
Exactly, and I mean, you look at tool presetting is a big part of every machine shop. I did a podcast with Andy Dyche, which will come onto the channel as well, and also Rowan's done loads of videos today with them about how important this is in your machine shop. And I asked the question, why wouldn't you have one of these? Which machine shop wouldn't one of these work for? And the answer was no machine shop. You know, people should be setting their tools off of the machine in accordance to Zola UK. It's the best way to do it. You have too many environmental factors in a machine that can give you issues when you're trying to set a part or set a tool, and also when the doors open or the spindle's not turning, you're losing productivity.
And these can go on the shop floor as well, or do they have to go in a dedicated room?
On the shop floor, and the precision and accuracy that these measure tools to, whether it be the length or the diameter, it can be fed straight into the machine. It means the spindle keeps going, and that's the important factor with technologies today. And how long have Zola been going? I used to use one of these in the machine shop years and years ago, and this one's taking it to the next level. I'm almost out of breath here, would you believe, but there's so much information to get across. This is almost like a dual machine where you've got the ability to heat shrink tools as well as set them.
Really?
So you can do absolutely both of those processes using this technology, taking things to the next level.
Yeah, okay, talking about taking things to the next level, organisation, unlike Paul and his...
It's like my garage.
Yeah, it's like
just like my garage, I have one of these. So this is the TMS system. Now this is where tool management software or solution here, where you've basically, this is the whole cell. So you've got the tool organizer, and then of course the peak you've just opened there is the keeper. So this is where you would keep your tools, but it means that you're moving into the Industry 4 area. It means that you're able to monitor and manage all of your tooling processes throughout the machine shop for various machines. Now they also take it to the next level with things like automatic vehicles, AGVs, guidance vehicles, where they'll move across the shop floor, and they're not on tracks anymore. They're intelligent enough to be able to know if there's something in its way, to be able to take a tool from machine to machine. So it really is, Industry 4 and the way technology is
But it's
going.
also, everything's about efficiencies, and you look how clean this facility is. That's another thing.
Like my garage as well.
Unlike your garage. But it's so clean, and that's all about organisation. That's all about being efficient as well.
Absolutely.
And how, you look at the size of those, they're not taking up a lot of room either.
No, and I think the contrast to what we're going to look at now from SYS systems compared to what we've been looking at, like the metal cutting solutions or parts, machinery that's used within the metal cutting industry, we're now talking about, instead of subtractive, but additive.
Additive, right. Okay, so the inventor actually made FDM, fused deposition modelling, and they invented this technology, and as I said earlier, this is 35 years on. The machines that they've got over there, and they're making parts, you can see how technical, like this is some of the 3D printing that they can do. Look at the different finishes, marble there, you've got parts that move, you've got, this one I think opens up. I think it is a little whiskey brand there. Some of these parts open up. I can't actually open them up with the mic in my hand.
But it's the Stratasys product, isn't it? It's the Stratasys.
Well, this is a different type of 3D printing. Over here, this is where the Stratasys products come in as well, is the fact that you can make parts that go onto a machine shop's jigs, fixtures, work holding, soft jaws. So it's all part. This here is a part that you've got, obviously they've 3D printed the part, and then they've 3D printed the work holding or the fixture for the CMM. So it's about making the whole process more efficient. In fact, Paul, this technology is out of this world.
Oh, is that for me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's funny that, because I got this for you.
Treat. It's printed. Which one shall I have?
I'll have the healthy one.
Yeah, I'll have that one.